Welcome to the second video of the function in Swift programming language. And today I'm going to talk about introduce the function type. And first I would like to introduce using function types. So what that means? It's kind of define a constant or variable to be of a function type and assign an appropriate function to that variable. So first we define a function which is called add2 int. And because it's add2 ints, it should have two parameters is type of integers. So A is int and B should be int and return an integer. Okay. So return A plus B because it actually is called add2 integer. And we can define a variable which is called mass function and is equal to and is type of the same type int the return a type of int equal to add2 okay. So this is means using function type, and this line can be transferred as define a variable called mass function, which has a type of a function that takes two int values and return an int value, and set this new variable to refer to the function called add2int. Okay. And next, I would like to talk about how to use function types as a parameter types. So actually we can use this part as a parameter in another function. So we use function print mass function mass result. Okay. And as mass function hold on. Which is one parameter, is type of one parameter. The return a type of int, and with a parameter with the int b, which is int, the return a int. Okay. Oh, actually we do not need this one because we can still print out. So we return, we do print result let's see, mass function and B, and then we can call that function print mass. Let's see, 3 and this is 5. And actually we do this as add2 integers. Okay. So as we can see, the result should be 8. So actually the print mass result function over here is to point the result of a call to a mass function of an appropriate type. It's actually check whether the result of the previous mass function returns a correct value type. And actually the mass function over here is kind of a parameter, as you can see. Okay. Okay. So next I would like to talk about the example of function types as the return types. So we first define two functions. The first one is a step forward and this kinds of input and has a string and return a string, and we return input equal to plus equal to. Oh, actually, because it's actually a string, so we directly add a string, go forward. And another function, step backward. And still has a parameter input with a function with type of string and return string value, and we return input plus go backward. Okay, and now we see another function because we have to return type. So we define another function which is choose step function. And actually we have an action parameter which is a bool value that whether have to check whether to move forward or backward, and return a string of string because actually they all have to call in two functions, so we have two outputs, right? Okay, and we see because it's a bool, so we use a bool is bool valuation. So action question mark. If it's true, we say a step forward. Or step backward. Okay. So actually, it's act as an return type right now. So if we say let current value, actually, which is let's see, move step is equal to true. Okay, and then we see the var current value is equal to empty string, and the let move equal to the function or choose step function. Okay, we see we use a current move step. Okay, and then we print the move function. Current value. Okay. So it's actually go forward. So so first we define two functions, okay, and it actually returns some value, and then we define another function which records the previous two functions as a return type. So we use a bool value is an action question mark. It's true, we step forward. It is false, we step backward. And then we're using function type by define a constant which is called move equal to the function type which is choose step function, and action is current move step because it's true, so it will refer to the step forward function over there. And then when we print out move current, because current is an empty string, so it will actually the current will refer to input plus the go backward, then it will become go backward. So this part is actually using a function type as a return types. Okay, so that's it. And thank you. This is a function type of introduction of the function type today. And thank you very much.